Bienvenidos, señores y señoras, a un nuevo capítulo de los Compas Podcast. Back at it again this week with a very, very special, a very talented, a very hilarious, and some might even say que está bien, pero bien guapísimo. Everybody, give a big round of applause. If you don't got hands, clap with your feet. If you don't got feet, clap with your cheeks. Everybody, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the podcast from Isimo, Mr. Gerardo Alarcon.
Damn. Miguel, clap your cheek.
Clap your cheeks.
There you go.
What's good? Welcome, man. We appreciate you joining our podcast. Our very small, but you know, and we like to say it's entertaining, or some people might say, and we appreciate you for taking the time to come and join us today. So yeah.
Yes, sir. No, thank you guys for having me on, dude. I love doing podcasts for sure. You guys know that.
How many podcasts do you have now? Maybe like 3, 4, 5?
I have technically 2, but it kind of 3. I do Isimo, Raccoon Tweeties, and 10 Minutes a Shop.
10 Minutes a Shop.
Okay. Yeah.
Were you just a guest? I saw a recent video, and you were holding the little Super Mario World Cup.
Oh, so that's Raccoon Tweeties.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. So that one I've been doing for a year and a half now.
Longer than us for sure. Well, I think we've been doing this for what? Like, I think it's been now a year, maybe 2-3 weeks ago. It was our 1 year anniversary doing the podcast. Oh, yeah. And time flies, man. Time flies. And I'm sure you know that. I wanted to ask a little quick question. I don't know if this is a stupid question or not. Do you prefer people calling you Gerardo, or do you prefer people calling you Gerardo? Because I know my name is a little like unique, and I prefer people calling my name in Spanish, Hernan. To me, it sounds better. But when you say it in English, Hernan. So I don't know. It sounds kind of weird. So I don't know. Do you have a preference in how people say your name?
I was just thinking about this the other day where, dude, my whole life I grew up as Gerardo. Like in my house and shit, people would be like, Gerardo, and my fucking ears perk up like a little dog and shit. Because that's what I am. I'm Gerardo. But then I go to school and everyone calls me Jerry or Gerardo or Geraldo or Gerweirdo. It's like it evolves. I don't know. I don't know. People think I get pissed off that people don't say my name right.
Yeah.
Or spell it right. And I'm not really helping because I always post when people spell my name wrong. But I'm blessed, dude. I'm blessed with this name. You know what I mean?
Same, bro. I can relate. I'm telling you, man. At this point in life, I'm like, I don't say my name however you want. The only thing I don't like is when people call me Herman, though. And I have a story behind that. Herman, there was this weird kid in my school that was named as Herman, and he would do these weird things and like do inappropriate things. And that has me traumatized. So when I see people call me Herman, I always think of that guy, and I'm like, fuck, I don't want to be called that.
Can I be the kid was you? What do you mean?
What the
out of body elementary school?
Elementary school nightmares, man.
No.
What's it called? I gotta keep it a buck, as they say. I definitely wish my name would be Gerardo, not Hernan. If I had the choice.
Dude, I'm telling you, there's not a lot of my name. There's not a lot of Hernans out there, man. So
and there's a reason why, buddy.
There is a lot of Gerardos, though. So you do got me beat there.
I think Miguel has his beat, though, having the most basic ass name. Miguel.
Yeah, that's basic as fuck, dude.
That's true,
the
man.
Fuck
Everybody's
you mean,
Miguel.
bro? You can throw so many things on it. Miguelón, Miguelitro, Miguelitros, Miguelote.
None of them is worth it, dude. None of them.
Damn.
It's still Miguel. That's it. I mean, what'd you get? Miguel Angel? Fucking original, buddy.
Yeah. You're acting like your name is Francisco. Like, because if you hear Francisco,
that has an S and a C next to each other.
Yeah, that's you're crazy. Like Francisco, that name fucking sucks. And then that fool looks at you and he goes, yeah, fool, but you can call me Pancho. You're like, oh, it's 100% different, dude.
I think about it, Miguel.
You can call me Miggs.
Yeah.
You call me Miggs. Think about it, Miguel, bro. There's a Miguel in every Mexican family. I'm sure all of us here has a Miguel in their family. And that's a fact. That's like proven facts.
My cousin.
There you go. I got like 5 cousins named Miguel, bro. They're all under the same aunt too.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
No, I'm just kidding.
Miguel the first, the second, the third.
It is crazy how Mexican families will just fulfill all the names for their kids, you know? Like my mom has 10 brothers and sisters. There's a Victor, there's a Lucas, there's a Pancho, you know what I'm saying? Gabriel, fucking Jorge. You know what I mean? Like those are all my uncles, right? And that's like all real people.
I had the same shit growing up too, though. Like my name's Moises. I have an I in it. The school system just gets scared when they see the I. They're like, "Is there a Moises? Is there a Moi?" It's like, bro, it's Moses. Just ignore the I. Like let's keep it simple, all right?
Yeah.
So like all through like school, and then so like when I started working at my job now, one of my supervisors, he was like, "What's your name?" I'm like, "Moises." You can call him Moses, I don't care. He's like, "No, what's your name?" And I was like, "Well, it's Moises." He's like, "Okay, I'm gonna call you Moises." And I was like, "All right, fine, fucking call me that." And then some like team member like came up and he was like, "Hey, Moses," and he's like, "Whoa, his name's Moises." And I was like, "Okay, like I don't even care much about my name, but okay." Like now I've gotten to the point where like at work, like I just don't even say my phone name. It's like, just call me Moy. That's easy enough for anyone can say it. Like just Moy.
Yeah, dude. In school, my name was Gerardo from the first day of fucking first grade when I moved to Rancho, the White Town. They were like, nah, let's like they extreme makeovered my ass. And they were like, your name is fucking Jerry, dude. And then after a little while, I would go to school like, I could see clearly now my name is Jerry. You know what I mean? And then one day my dad, he doesn't check my homework. Like my mom checks my homework, you know? My dad saw a paper I wrote once and he saw Jerry in the top right hand. And he didn't even read the fucking paper or anything. He just saw Jerry. And he's like, hey, did Gerardo bring fucking someone's homework home or what? You know? Yeah. And then my mom's like, no, they call him Jerry. Like it's cute. My dad fucking sat me down, dude, and like screamed at me at the dinner table. What the fuck? Like, te llamas Gerardo, cabrón. You should be proud of that. And then so I had to go to school the next day traumatized and be like, my name's Gerardo.
That's crazy.
Yeah, bro, that's tough.
Real,
that's how you know it's a real issue when your dad brings that shit up. What was the worst shit? Like, what was the worst name that they give you in school? Because I had some pretty bad ones, and it's like a bigger reason why I resented my name for so long. And I remember this one fucking time too in PE. We were playing basketball, and I don't know, for some reason, this one day I fucking played like Michael Jordan, bro. Any fucking basket I shot, I just made at 3-pointers for days, bro. And it was against this one fucking guy. And I don't know, I guess he was just embarrassed because I was fucking schooling his ass. And my boy just fucking started calling me like her nuts or some shit like that. Oh. I'm like, what the fuck? Her nuts? What the fuck is this shit? Once he said it one time, bro, that shit just stuck. And everybody else in PE class just started calling me her nuts. All because I fucking schooled his ass in basketball, man. That shit was horrible. And then another bad one was hernia. Hernia was another bad one, bro.
Hernia's cool, though.
I mean, I guess
like a funny guy. Be like, damn fool, hernia got me again. Look, and you're making people laugh. What's it called, dude? I have a joke about this in stand up, but I stopped doing it because the times or whatever. Yeah. But, dog, so in 5th grade, my band teacher called me retardo in front of the class, and it like literally he fucking killed with that name. Like nobody could put the two together. Like everyone called each other retarded, but they didn't put retardo, for my name. Yeah. And when he did that shit, dog, like I swear to God, you could see fucking trumpets flying and shit. Like people were laughing so much in the band class, right? Yeah. That he was like, go to the principal's office. He sent me to the principal's office because I was the source of the retardo, right?
You fucked up.
Yeah. And then I'm at the principal's office and the principal's like, oh, Gerardo, like, what did they send you here again for now, dude? I was like, fucking Mr. Boner called me retardo, dude. And then my mom got in contact with, and then I had to drop out of band from that. Literally,
no way.
Yeah, crazy.
Yo,
and I said Boner, but his name was Mr. Bonner. So like,
it's Boner.
I saw him on the campus one day, and I was like, "What up, Mr. Boner?" Because I was so pissed that he called me retardo. Everyone started calling me retardo, dude. It did not have the same effect because boners are cool.
My boy's a victim for just having a name, man.
Yeah.
Down, dude.
My boy's getting attacked for having a name. That's crazy.
People call me retardo, dog.
That's tough, man. Speaking of names, though, I wanted to kind of get into like the name itself of your podcast, Isimo. Like people maybe out there have an idea of what it kind of plays for, or I feel like it's like a play on words, right? So you can use that for all kinds of different words. In the intro, I was like Guapisimo.
Yeah.
That was bien perrísimo, güey.
Yeah.
So,
Gordísimo, yeah.
Is that like an accurate? Is that what you were kind of like going for when you came up with the name Isimo?
Yeah, so I came up with the name in college when I was a theater student in college, and I would do Off Wit. It was like a sketch group, or not sketch. What is it called? Improv troupe.
Improv.
Yeah.
Off Wit was like, you know how they say off Broadway. If you go to New York, you can see a show off Broadway.
Yeah.
So off-wit was kind of like a play on words with off-Broadway, right? And I was always kind of like, I get it, but it's kind of whack. Like, you can't, like, who gives a fuck off-wit, off these nuts, homie? You know what I mean? Like, I don't really. And so I don't know why, but one day I was brainstorming in the cafeteria. I saw on YouTube, it was early as YouTube. This is like 2010 or 2011. And I saw Isimo, the comic, and he was all over the fucking my YouTube page. I wasn't even into stand-up comedy or anything, but Isimo popped up on my shit, and I was like, oh, Isimo would be a tight-ass fucking like improv group, dude. I wanted to start an improv group called Isimo, and then fucking didn't do that because I was smoking a lot of weed and doing drugs and shit. And then when it came to doing a podcast about Mexican culture, I was like, oh, Isimo would be tight. And to me, it just means the biggest, the best kind of things, because that's what
that's essentially
or what is it? Subject, whatever the fucking term is for the end of a word. That's what it is. Yeah, there we go, Migs.
I got you.
There we go, Migs. El más feísimo.
Damn, bro.
I'm just going off with the name,
camera quality, dog. I can't tell.
My boy's working on 360.
Yeah.
Fucking
My bad. I'm on that 3G still. I'm sorry.
I didn't know the Nintendo 64 had a webcam on it, dude.
that was the GameCube.
Hey, this is just like a random question.
It did have it though.
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
No, the 64. It had the little camera.
No,
shit.
Wait.
It had the attachment where you put it on the bottom.
Let me see.
I'm pretty sure.
64.
If not that, then I think the GameCube, or not the GameCube, the Game Boy.
Bro, I don't got the bandwidth to get roasted like this, bro. I don't. I can't clap back right now.
I don't got the bandwidth.
While you're looking that up, we had like an argument about this last week. I don't know. Are you big into video games?
A little bit. I mean, I look forward to certain video games, and I'll crack out on some.
Okay, gotcha. Because the last week we argued, and Miguel claimed that he doesn't believe that the N64 is considered retro. Do you think that's a valid opinion?
It's retro. The N64 is retro.
There you go. That's all I needed to hear, Miguel. I don't know what was going through your head when you said that shit, Miguel.
Yeah.
Hey, we looked at the definition of retro, and it's 20 years plus, and we're not there yet. So
whatever Miguel's smoking, his camera's smoking it too, dude.
That's the worst thing, bro. That fool don't. He just built like that.
Oh, okay.
Why do you live by definitions, dog? I would be terrified to live that way.
He just built like that by association.
This fool's like, there's two genders. What else do you want me to say?
I mean. Wait, have you guys seen those memes that come out this week? You know, the two genders thing, but it's like the blue dude and like the pink chick, and they like make different combinations of this stuff. You know, I've seen some dumb shit out there. One was a chick, you know, the chick like bathroom stalls. You know how they have like the triangle design there.
Yeah.
Well, it was a chick, but her right arm was blue, and it's like when I choke him out, and I was like, "Fuck, dude, that's kind of aggressive right there." So if we can unfocus from my shitty ass camera quality, you know.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I'm just kidding.
It's an easy solution for that, Miguel.
I thought you were falling asleep, but I thought the camera. I think the camera's. No, just kidding. What's the solution? I'm sorry.
What's the solution, none? Yeah.
No, I mean, you know, it's a solution that we keep bringing up all the time, but it doesn't. I don't know if it's gonna happen anytime soon. But we always try to convince Miguel to move out of the place that he is currently at right now. Internet is not so hot there. We told him to upgrade so many times, but you know, I don't know. I don't think it's ever gonna happen. I feel like if he moves out though, he'll take initiative. He'll take initiative and make it happen. Do you have any tips for Miguel to finally just take those first steps and get out of the place he's at right now?
First and foremost, dog. Listen, I might go on a little tangent here, but it'll all come together to answer the question.
It's fine.
Fucking YouTube Premium, dude. Amazing. I don't know what my life is like without YouTube Premium anymore, right?
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
I moved from an apartment down the street in Alhamdulillah, and now I'm in a different city called Inshallah, right? And that's not the city names, but you know what I'm saying. And this apartment has fucking fiber optic internet, dude. I never want to know what it's like without fiber optic internet ever again, man. Bro, it's insane. And I can go up to like what? I can go if I wanted to, if I was killing it. One day I will be. I can go up to 100 Gs a fucking second upload download speed. That's insane to me. You know what I mean? All that to say, yeah, dude, the internet, especially when you're doing what I do, dude, this shit, it cut my fucking workload into a quarter of what I had to do before, because I had cable at my old apartment. And then to go back even further, I used to live with my mom and dad. I moved out when I was like 22 years old, and then I moved back in because I was addicted to drugs I shouldn't have been addicted to, you know? And then I got sober off that, and I was like, oh, this is why I do drugs, because I live in my mom's house, you know what I mean? And so I moved out, and I've been out ever since. And it sucks ass, and you'll hold resentments for no fucking reason because just you have to pay money every month. But I love living on my own, dude. I don't know where you live at, but I can never fucking. I wish I could live with my parents now because they got a fucking mansion in Oceanside now. But dude, it's amazing.
Party at your parents or?
I know, nah, they'll never, dude. They're fucking whack. Just kidding.
Hey, shout out, Gerardo's parents. Shout out.
Yeah, my mom and dad are awesome. I was just joking.
There you go, Miguel. Get your 480p looking ass out of there.
Nah, my boy's wears these. He's at, what is it, 180p? The one below 240?
120. It was 120, right?
Yeah, 120. Yeah.
120, 360, 480.
He's still taking time to go through the computer. And
but I think he's still listening to the beginning of your speech.
Y'all done yet or what?
So, Miguel, can I ask you then, like, is there a reason why you don't get better internet? Let's just say, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, no. There's no reason why. I'm just
lazy.
Lazy as fuck, honestly.
Oh,
no motivation, honestly.
It's crazy to me, though, because they're always playing games. He's always playing League. And I feel like you need good internet to do all that shit.
Well,
stream movies, watch movies, all this shit.
He's not going to move out anytime soon, dude.
I honestly, that should have been the first fucking clue right there. Yeah.
Look. Okay, all right. I'm not a good player at anything I play, so why upgrade to better internet if I'm just gonna suck on good internet? You know, that's what I see it. You know,
but it's better to suck on good internet,
and you fucking look like shit.
Hey, but in the videos afterwards, I look perfectly fine. Right?
That's true. That's true.
I just look like shit live. You know.
Yeah,
that's true.
But that's
live
every day.
Color. The
that's
real
every
you
day.
is shitty. The fake you looks good.
And you know, this whole interaction I love because I don't know, it's just a couple of dudes just shitting on each other, you know. And this is just all virtual.
Shit on each other, bro. I'm the one getting shit on here. What do you mean shit on you?
No, we're shitting on each other. But this is what I love. Like me and the boys, we started this podcast because we all live apart from each other. We did this initially just as a way to just get together every week and just talk and just chill, you know. But I know like the way things would be, the dynamic would be a lot different if we were in person, and we haven't been able to kind of test that yet. You guys, on the other hand, you with Joel and Melvin, I mean, the fucking chemistry is amazing, man. Like, you guys are fucking hilarious together. You guys, I'm dying every fucking episode, man. That's everybody out there, check out Isimo Podcast, please, because you're not gonna regret it. You're gonna fucking laugh your ass off. But yeah, the chemistry with you guys, man, is just fucking insane. And how is it, like, dynamic wise in person compared to, and I don't know if you've ever done something like this where it's like over the internet, people separate and stuff.
Yeah, thank you first of all, because I love doing Isimo, and it's fucking sick as shit. Especially just making something is always fun, you know. As far as the chemistry with like me, Melvin, and Joel go, like, you could draw up whatever you want to draw up and be like, all right, we should try to do this or whatever. And I feel like it would be stronger that way, you know, like. And I mean, I do that with Melvin and Joel, where it's like, it's kind of like one person has to assume a role for any idea, in a sense.
Yeah. And
just having some sort of structure, whether it doesn't matter if it's online or in person, in my opinion. Right. I just believe that coming from a place of some sort of architecture where it's like, we built this, you know what I mean? As opposed to it just happening, you know, like, yeah. I mean, not so much anymore because whatever, but when I was not really podcasting hardcore, I would listen to terrible podcasts and like force myself to sit through it and be like, what the fuck is bad about this? You know what I mean? That was basically the one thing that I noticed is just, if it's just thrown together, there's only certain people that could do that, dude. You know, like if it's just something that happens, people get together, nobody edits it afterwards, it's just put up online. You know, you got to be a special kind of fucking talent to kind of do that shit.
I feel like you guys are that. Like, you guys are capable of doing that. I don't know how it is background, like what you guys do to like prepare and stuff like that, obviously. But just like the way that you guys interact and stuff like that, I feel like you guys can do that. Yeah, you guys fucking just get together and just start talking fucking bullshit, and then just do a whole hour episode off of that.
Yeah, it just comes across very natural. Versus like you can see those where it's like, okay, guys, here's the itinerary for today's episode. We're gonna go here. Versus, okay, we're gonna start here. Fuck it, where is it gonna lead?
Well, it's never that, because that's also like the death to me is like having, all right, today we have to talk about Amber Heard and Johnny Depp, and then after that I want to talk about the submarine got lost in the Titanic, and then it's like, bro, fuck you, fuck this guy, I'm fucking out of here, dude, fuck this shit.
Right.
It'll eventually just blow up in your face, I think. But to me, it's just like a way of doing things. So like if I bring up a subject, I'm going to be interested in what Moises, Miggs, and Hernan thinks about that subject, and then that way everyone's involved now. Now it's like, no matter what, I'm the guy that's coming at you with something that you don't know about yet. Other people are watching you learn what's going on in my head in real time. And that shit is like the first impression of things is typically what you laugh at the most in person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if I tell you like, oh, I caught like Moises fucking ran into my girl with another guy and then he tried to get on the action. You guys just heard that. You guys are going to react to that in whatever way. Or I said Miggs. Sorry.
Whoa, wrong guy.
That's about right. That's about right. No, that's right. That's right.
No, sorry, scum and blues. My bad.
You know what I'm saying? But like people's first impression on things are going to be the funniest fucking thing.
Yeah.
Especially comics, like, because then comics have that first impression thing, and then they try to recreate that first impression every time they get on stage.
Yeah,
and not being able to do that is bombing. You know, so that's the idea.
How did it all start? Like, how did it all begin in terms of like this chemistry didn't just happen overnight? Like, how did you guys all meet, or did you guys all know each other since you guys were children, or like?
No, so I used to have a podcast called Gerardo. That's the first podcast I ever did. I did a podcast when I worked at Chipotle back in 2012, and it was called Jose and Pedro Cut the Steak. And so like, my name was Pedro and my homie's name was Jose, and we would just review movies. So it was like Cut the Steak means reviewing movies. And we did like, I think 8 episodes of that. And it was just like all the homies at Chipotle fucking loved it, whatever. So it was just like 10 people listening, to the point where we were I remember one time we were at a gas station and my homie, his name was Ahmad, but I called him Ahmad Majimedad. He had his doors open at the gas station. He was blaring our fucking show. And I just remember sitting there like smoking a joint and just being like, dude, we fucking sick, dude, you know?
Yeah.
And then I started Gerardo with my homie Josh Michaels. And it was a podcast about beef. So if we started the podcast, it would just be like an intro and then be like, yo, I got beef with fucking chicks that have armpit hair. You know what I mean? And then we'll talk about chicks that have armpit hair for however long. Basically just trying out jokes in a podcast format. And then the homie Daniel Cabral, you guys know Daniel? He was on Isimo for a little while. The homie Daniel Cabral, he's another stand-up comic that I've met through the scene or whatever. He had a homie Melvin. And Daniel, I was working with him and he told me, hey, bro, you got to get fucking Melvin on the show. And I never met him before. I don't like doing that shit where we get people we don't know. It was like 2 or 3 times where this fool was like, yo, Melvin really wants to come on. Really? You know what I mean? And I was like, all right, well, fucking let's set it up. And I met that fool. And 5 minutes later, we recorded the podcast. And that was the biggest fucking episode we ever did on Josh Vardo.
That's crazy.
It's called Fade to Black, and it's like Melvin in the episode's like, dude, I just met you like 5 minutes ago, you know? Like, hanging over and over. And then Joel I had met before that, though, because like Joel, I did stand-up at a dive bar in Covina. Joel would take pictures for like his homie, I think Luis Alvarez, I think his name is, I forget now, but his homie started to do stand-up, and Joel was like, hey, dude, let me come and fucking take pictures. I can't do a Joel impression. I don't have a Joel impression. He was like, I'm going to go take pictures of you, take video of you, whatever, for your stand-up. And then I met Joel through that because that bar started paying Joel to take pictures on Sundays. So there was one Sunday show where I was dropping in. Joel was there, and he took a picture of me. And then I told my homie Josh, I was like, hey, we should become friends with that fool Joel. Keep in mind, at this time, I have no success whatsoever. I'm a piece of shit. I work at a lighting job. Like I had nothing going on, right? I was like, dude, we could start to do like videos and stuff with Joel, because Joel, I followed him on Instagram. His shit is amazing. You know what I mean? And so like he started hanging out all the time at our apartment. And then he would come on Josh Vardo all the time. We started to do this other podcast called JJ and Shane, but Joel was like always insecure about it and like, don't fucking put it out, dude. Don't fucking put it out. And so we never put that out and we never did it. Yeah, dude. Joel's like that after every episode. Yeah. He's like, so that was an episode. and then we started working on the M Word, which is Melvin's show. We did the whole first season of the M Word where I was lighting and Joel was camera and directing. And then like we handled all that shit. And at the end of it, I told them, I was like, yo, we should do a podcast together, do all the 3 of us, you know? And then their response was basically like, yeah, for sure, dude. You know, like I felt like nobody really showed enthusiasm about it. They were just like, yeah. And then I started Isimo like I want to say a month later, because I quit my job at the end of the first season of M Word, I quit my lighting job and I started Isimo like a month later. And then like I had them come on the first couple live streams, Joel and then Melvin. And both times when we were standing outside after the fact and when I was smoking a cigarette or something, I told them, I was like, bro, remember when I told you we should start a podcast? Because like Isimo was already popping by then. Yeah. And they're both just like, yeah, that's not how it went. That's not how it went, dude. We were down to do it. We were down to do it. But, you know, hindsight, whatever.
It ended up working out.
Yeah. And so now it's like we fucking finally got to do the thing. So it's fucking awesome. I always wanted to start one with Joel and Melvin way back then.
Yeah, that kind of shocks me, man.
Those guys sound like these guys because these fuckers never wanted to do this shit anyways. It took me like a whole year to get these guys on board and finally started this shit. They'd always say, hey, yeah, no, we're done. And then like when it came to it, it's like, oh yeah, no, man, you know, next time. And finally I was like, all right, what? Tell me I'm wrong. I
don't think that's true. Man. I think we were all on board with coming up with the podcast and actually doing it. But the thing that kind of pushed it back for the longest was like coming up with the actual name. I think the reason why we never started the podcast was because we couldn't figure out a fucking name. It took us like, I don't know, like a year probably to find a good name for it.
Yeah.
And that was like the thing that kind of like pushed it back.
And it's also like, well, what are we going to talk about? Like, what are we going to do? Like, what is it going to be about? Like, what's our niche? And it's like, dude, well, I don't know. We'll fucking figure it out.
Yeah, that's the thing, bro. Like, Isimo, for what it's worth, like when I started Isimo, the whole thing was discovering our Latin, you know, culture. I just got a girlfriend at the time that was from Mexico. Like my girlfriend now, you know, is from Mexico. So like, and my grandpa had just died. And so like, I was like, fuck, like I was like, right before coronavirus, my grandpa died basically. So I was like, oh shit. And I was listening to a lot more music because my grandma made me a playlist of all his favorite songs and shit. And I was really close with my grandpa. Like, you know, it's weird now because I haven't seen him in 4 years, you know, but bro, I was always around that fool when he was alive. And so him dying made me like think more about being Mexican. Like I never thought about that shit before, you know. I was just like fucking people look at me weird or whatever, you know. So that was where the podcast started, was like discussing topics from a dude that doesn't know shit about their fucking culture, you know, about Mexican culture. And then when doing that, the fucking dialogue online, it got very tiresome about, you know, us not really being affluent in Mexican culture, you know, or even like people parading the fact that we're not accepted and shit. I was like, fuck this then, dude. Like this shit's like about transcending that shit then, you know? Yeah. So making that pivot is difficult because you do lose some of the fan base of like people that want to tune in and hear what you have to say about carne asada every week and shit. But in my opinion, it's like, I've always been in this shit to fucking be funny, dude. Like I'm only trying to be funny, dog.
Exactly. You know? You're not trying to like limit yourself in.
Yeah.
Pretty much how you said it. Yeah. There's way more out there that you can do, and just limiting yourself just to make certain people or certain groups of people happy. It's never a good thing. Yeah, bro. There was one clip, dude. Fucking, I want to say 6 months into starting the podcast. It was around my birthday, which fucking sucked. But there was this one clip where I'm talking about I hate the word colonizer. I just don't like the word. Like that's it. Like I'm not trying to say like go colonizers, you know, like fucking let's rebrand the word colonizer. I'm not trying to say that at all. I just hate the fucking word and people being like colonizer, you fucking colonizer, you know, like fuck that word, dude. I hate that word. It's such a cheap way to dismiss somebody, you know? And so I made this, I was like, that's a good take, dog. And I made a clip about it for TikTok and Instagram. And I'm like, let's put this let's put this clip everywhere, dog. I bought a billboard with the clip. Just kidding. And dude, as soon as I posted it, like hate started coming in and I was like, oh shit, this has got a lot of engagement. You know what I mean? And then people started making, like, big accounts started making videos about how my brain is fucked up and shit. I'm like, fuck you, your brain's fucked up, you fucking stupid. And then I just deleted it. After one day, I was like, oh, all right, fuck this. It was getting too crazy. Yeah. Too crazy. It was wild. So like that kind of turned me off, dude. That turned me off a lot. Where I'm like, I can't even speak my mind, dog. Like, I just don't like the word, bro. But you guys are making it so much bigger, and like my character's in question now because of me expressing how I don't like the word colonizer and how it's used. Yeah, and I'm not smart enough to fucking really express how I feel about it truly, you know. I'm just trying to let you guys know that that's where Gerardo's coming from right now, you know.
Anyway, sorry.
I feel like no, it's relatable, bro. That's just how things are nowadays. You can't please everybody. Unfortunately, it's literally impossible. You can't. There's always gonna be someone out there that hates you for saying something, and it just sucks because when your intentions are very innocent, but then you get shit on for it. And like you mentioned, like if it was me in a situation where I said something that was innocent, but people took it the wrong way, and now they're trying to cancel me. I'm very, very bad at defending myself and like trying to let people know what my intentions are, and I'll just end up losing that battle no matter what, just because I'm fucking horrible at trying to like defend myself.
Yeah,
it's just unfortunately that's how it is nowadays.
I made a video, dude. So like I put that clip out, and then dude, people were stitching it. I'm like, yo, people are stitching my thing, and I watched the video. I'm like, oh fuck, people are stitching my, you know what I mean? Like it was a bad thing, you know. And then I made a video, dude. Like later in the night after, you know, I post around like usually I post around before noon, you know. And I made a video that night where I was like, fuck all of you suck ass, you fucking just like that. And then and the next morning I woke up and I was like, I probably should delete both those videos, and I deleted it. Because it didn't stop. It was just like everyone's like it's becoming a fucking trend in the Latino community to fucking shit on Gerardo for a day.
The Latinx community.
Get ready. Yeah, right. Fuck.
Latinx.
And then I wrote a joke about it too. So like at the time I was writing a joke about colonizer. I don't even do that joke anymore. But the joke was like, I hate the word colonizer, and like when people call you a colonizer, you fucking colonizer. I tell people that I'm a colonizer. I fuck Spanish women in the ass. It's so stupid.
God damn.
No.
Is that still in the joke book or not anymore?
I have not done it in upwards of 8 months.
Speaking of stand-up though, like how long have you been doing it for? It's been quite a while, right?
9 years now.
9 years.
Yep.
What would you say is the craziest experience that you've had? Have you had any like crazy interactions with people trying to heckle you and stuff?
Oh yeah. I mean, okay, so I haven't told this story in a long while, heckling, right?
Yeah.
But so I don't know if I'll remember it all at once, or if later in the story I'll be like, oh, but that earlier in the story, you know, kind of thing. Yeah. So I remember there was a spot in Riverside where I started stand up basically called Back to the Grind. It's a famous coffee shop, I guess. And every Monday night they had open mic, but it wasn't comedy open mic. It's open mic, talk about your feelings type shit. You know what I mean? Like play music, read poems, fucking interpretive dance. It was the most liberal shit of all time, basically. So
yeah.
As far as like the host goes, the people there not so liberal, you know, or very mean kind of people, whatever, college crowd. But the thing about this open mic, dog, was that it was always packed. It was a basement, and it's like 80 fucking people in an open mic, dude. Like that's crazy. It's crazy. And the comics, I would always tell comics like, bro, you know about this fucking open mic, Back to the Grind? Because I was a new comic, so people are like, go fuck yourself, whatever, you know. And they're like, yeah, but Mario doesn't like Mario's the host. Mario doesn't like stand-ups or whatever, you know? And I was like, he put me on, you know? So like I started to like butter my fucking elbow with Mario. Be like, yo, dude, if you ever need help, dude, I'll come through. You know what I mean? Not even asking for stage time. Just like, bro, if you ever need help, I got you. I'll come here early, fucking set up the chairs and shit. And Mario would just look at me and just like, you know, because he hates stand-ups. He really does hate stand-ups, right? But he would put me on every week. So I remember there was like a 4-week string, which was rare, right, at this time, that he was putting me up every week and giving me 10 minutes. Dude, I had no 10-minute material. You know what I mean? At the time when I first started stand-up, Mel Austin got me to go to my first open mic. This guy that my mom introduced me to, right? And he was like, bro, you can go one of two ways. You can go to open mics, or you can work with me and write clean material, and I'll give you a show once a month at the Ontario Improv, and you'll make money right away, right?
Oh, wow.
And I was like, for sure, dude. And then I was like, all right, let me do both, basically, right? I was like, let me try to work with this guy, but also do open mics, you know? And so he was writing my material for me, basically. I did not like that shit, but he was like trying to make it clean and be like, this is good, dude. This is good. Don't like ignore your thoughts, but this is good, dog. Just work on this, you know? And so I was doing that. I went to the open mic and I was working on this joke that he basically like got out of me in a sense. Like he was writing the joke for me, but he got it out of me. Where I only had black friends growing up, you know? And so the joke is, this isn't true, but the joke is I learned how to cuss from my black friend Gerald, right? And then his version of things was without cussing. But I was like, let me try to do my own thing, you know what I mean? So the joke is like, I don't remember the whole joke, but the part that matters is I learned how to cuss from my black friend Gerald. I would see him at the arcade, and as soon as he saw my face, he would say, "What's up, motherfucker?" Right? And that part alone, like just that part, this one night, because I say, "What's up, motherfucker?" and then wait for whatever reaction, and then continue my joke. Yeah. When I waited, there was 3 fat as fuck, fucking beautiful, fucking fat, beautiful women in the front row, fucking huge, like shouldn't eat anymore their whole lives, fat women in the first row, right? But beautiful. It's important to emphasize how fucking fat and beautiful they were, right? But they were huge. Like, I'm surprised they didn't bring in extra chairs, for these fucking large worth of women. But they were beautiful, like on the face, not the body. The body was huge. Anyway, they were in the front row. And as soon as I went, "What's up, motherfucker?" all 3 of them went, "Ooh," and it threw me off, dude. Completely threw me off. And then, so I was just standing there with the mic in my hand like this, like, what? And then that's it. I just I put the mic in the stand. They kept saying a bunch of stuff. I can't really remember what they were saying, but they were calling me cute and saying like, "Do that voice again." And I might have done the voice again because I was like, I don't know what to do in the situation. First time I ever got heckled, Yeah. But all they did was, "Ooh." I was like, what? Is there a pizza behind me? Because they were and and then I just got off the stage. And my homie Miguel, like my best friend Miguel, was sitting down at the table, him and Cody, right? And they both were just like, "What happened? Why did you just get off the stage?" And I just sat there in the chair and was just like, because it was such a weird experience. Like, I'd never been heckled before. And when you think about it, you're like, "Oh, bro, if they heckle me, Doug, I'm going to fucking and tell them all this shit." Yeah. Nah, I just froze because those fat fucking women. Yeah.
What did they even mean by that, though? Was that like a positive heckle or like a negative heckle?
Yeah, they started calling me cute, and they were like talking a lot about how cute I am. But honestly, like they might have been blind, I don't know.
Nah, you handsome, bro. What are you talking about?
Thank you, dude.
What are you talking about?
But yeah, and then as far as crazy stuff at open mics, you see something crazy all the time. Open mics, I don't suggest you go to an open mic unless you're performing. I always say that. Like, people at open mics, I'll tell them, like, this is the most pathetic shit that I've ever seen you do. And I just met you. And you're at an open mic and you're not performing. This is pathetic of you. Why are you here?
I can't go to one of your open mics unless I'm performing with you.
Yeah, if you perform, dude, you need to be at open mics and perform and then get no response. Like, I don't know how to do everything, dude. I'm not, and also I don't know how to do stand-up comedy. I'm fucking learning. I'm still an open micer, dude. So yeah. I take what I say with a grain of salt. I just express how I feel about certain things. But I feel like if you're at an open mic and you're not performing, that's the worst day of your life. That's your rock bottom, dude. Why are you at an open mic not performing? Yeah. And also, I'm from Los Angeles, so this is Los Angeles mind speaking. Obviously, if you're in the Midwest or wherever else, it might be a fun night out to go to an open mic or something. But there's so much other to do in LA. You know what I mean?
Stacey's performing her poem tonight. We should go.
See? That I'm be like, well, I gotta find new group of friends. Yes, let's go snap our fingers at the open mic.
What do you call those? I mean, those are open mics too, right? Kind of in a way. What do you call them?
When you mean poetry slams?
Yeah, or poetry slams.
Yeah, the slams. There you go.
I'm gonna go read my haiku.
Exactly.
Yeah, a lot of crazy shit has happened. First time I did an open mic, I went to a bar in Colton called fucking Liam's. Somebody got mad at me for talking on a podcast and not remembering what the bar was called, so I had to remember now. When I got there, Paul Mooney, the famous black comedian, he was on Chappelle Show and shit.
Yeah.
So he had 2 sons that are twins, and they were there, the Mooney twins, right? And so my homie, I forget his name, whatever. Let's just say Charles. This guy Charles, I forget his name. Fuck. But I haven't seen him in a long while. He was like, "Yo, it's this guy's first time doing comedy. Do you have any what is it called? Notes or what is it? Do you have any advice to give him?" Yeah. And the Mooney twins looked at me. They looked at my homie because they knew him, and they were like, "Take notes, motherfucker." And then they went on stage. Like, they were mad that anyone would come up to them. And then they went on stage and they did an hour and a half of just like killing, like fucking hilarious stories about Richard Pryor and fucking Paul Mooney and like all these legends, and then the guy Rick Rome, he's like known in the scene for having like a laugh. His laugh goes and so he went on stage and he was like, "This next guy, his first time doing comedy. Sometimes you see somebody great, sometimes you see like the worst thing you've ever seen in your life, and hopefully it's great, but it might be the worst thing you've ever seen." And it was like taking forever, And he goes, "Give it up for Gerardo Alarcon," right? And then I go on stage. I don't say anything, dude. I don't say anything. I just hold the mic and I'm like, "Holy shit, this is awesome," right? I'm just like thinking in my head, and then I go, because somebody was like, "Say a joke, motherfucker," like a fat black dude, right? I was like, "So what about the Lakers?" Because the Lakers was on TV in the bar, and this one cholo turned around and was like, "What about the Lakers, Doug?" And I was like, nothing. Kobe's awesome. I love Lakers. You know what I mean?
It had to be the Cholo, bro.
Yeah. And then I just got off stage, and then that same fat black dude came up to me and he goes, "You gotta write jokes, man. You gotta write jokes." And I was trying to like nervously laugh my way out of the situation, like, "You're right," you know. But he was like, "No, you gotta write jokes." Like he was upset that I took stage time.
Damn.
But that was the first time, dude. That was insane. But then it's like, this is what I say is like, you have to do it. Like if you think like anywhere in your head where you're like, oh, that would be fun to do, you have to do it. You have to do it once. And then after doing it once, you realize I'll never do it again, you know, or you're bit by the bug and you want to do it every fucking night.
Let's do it, Compas. We got to do like a three-way open mic kind of thing where we just go off of each other, you know? That way it's not that much big of a pressure.
Nah, I'll pass. Hard pass.
Nah.
Out of the three of you, who's most likely? Miguel's the most likely to do stand-up?
Miguel probably, honestly, yeah. I think
I
so.
feel like the crowd would just join in and roast me. And then it's just like, all right, well, fuck, you know? like, you know, I don't got him thinking material because they'll just be doing it for me, you know?
But the best thing about it is that you have a microphone, dude.
Exactly.
True. You're right.
They don't.
You're right. I think I would do it, but I feel like now might be the most likely to do it.
I feel like I'm talking to the next Matt Rife, dude.
Hey, I'm always seeing this stuff on TikTok. It's just him, and then there's this other dude. Fuck, I forgot his name, but it's a black comedian too, and he's kind of bigger, and he's always sitting on a chair. I forgot his name though.
Something, not Davis. What is it?
Thomas?
Jackson. Something Jackson.
Right? I think so. Oh. That guy's hilarious too. That guy. Yeah. And his thing is just like vibing with people and just like roasting people in the crowd. Dude, there's this one joke that I'm not gonna explain the joke, but he had roasted like 5 people prior to getting to this next person, and then but these people that he just had recently they walked in late to the show, and he's like, all right, let me get you up to speed, and then he literally named everybody and all the jokes that he did to all those people. He just like off the top of his head, like every single roast that he did prior, he explained it to that lady that walked in. And then he proceeded to roast her. That shit was fucking hilarious, dude.
Hilarious.
That dude's funny.
That's something that's been like, I used to feel like I hate the crowd work thing. It's all over fucking social media. But now it's kind of like, it's definitely something you can work on, you know? Mm-hmm. I mean, I've tried the last couple of shows I did to work on it. I have a joke, like I did my first 30 minutes the other night. And so I needed to do that. I needed to fucking involve the crowd somehow because I only have like 12 solid minutes, dude. I have 12 minutes of like a reliable material, you know? And so I was doing my 30 and I have a joke about the Renaissance. And basically it comes from a place where the way I lead into it is by saying like, I wish I could be normal. You know, like I wish that I didn't have to get on a stage and try to make people laugh. I wish I could just go to a Renaissance fair. You know, like I've never been to a Renaissance fair. I wish I can go to one. Like I wish I could just dress like a peasant. You know what I mean? Like, but knowing me, I would want to dress like a king and have my homies be peasants and carrying my ass, you know? But in the joke, there's another joke about it where I say that the Renaissance Fair is a place where woke people go to be problematic. Yeah. And then like get my turkey leg whore, right? But before I got to that part, there was this chick at the bar that was like, don't go to the Renaissance Fair. They run out of turkey legs, right? But I couldn't hear her. I thought she said that you cut your circulation. I don't know how you run out of turkey legs. I thought she said you cut your circulation. I'm like, ma'am, that's a personal thing. That's like you. That happened to you. That's not the Renaissance Fair, dude. You know, like, don't go to Home Depot. I stubbed my toe this morning. I still kind of suck at it, so I'm trying to figure that out. I'm trying to incorporate that into at least once in every show I do right now.
There's this this is like kind of off topic now. This is like random ass question that I kind of wanted to just get out there. This has been in my head all day, but I want to know the answer to this. I don't know if you keep up to date with like the boxing scene or like the YouTube boxing.
YouTube boxing, no.
Like influencer boxing, whatever they call it.
I know all the names involved, basically.
So the question here, in our space, we did like a podcasters boxing. It's you, Joel, Melvin going head to head. Who's winning, man?
Oh, between me, Joel, and Melvin?
Yeah, you, Joel, and Melvin. Who's winning? Who's getting a knockout? How many rounds is it lasting?
So Melvin has the most confidence out of the three of us. So I feel like that's his attribute, right? Joel is more so trained in boxing, right?
Oh, snap.
So that's his attribute. He's always shadowboxing, dog, and he has great form. You know, if you shadowbox after watching Joel shadowbox, you're like, oh man, this could go viral for all the wrong reasons. You know what I mean? Like, like somebody, it could be like on Gym Weirdos. Even though you're in your apartment, you could post it on Gym Weirdos and be like, look at this full shadowboxing, dog, he sucks, you know? And so for me, I would probably end up dying in the ring with those two.
There, no chance at all.
No,
you don't think you can sneak one in there?
I'm also like the hardest to work with. Like I demand a lot, so
yeah,
they'll beat the shit out of me. Like they'll tag team my ass first, and then they'll.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, they'll just take out all their fucking fuck you. You know what I mean? That one time you fucking said this or whatever,
all
and
the
then
frustration.
Yeah, and then they'll turn on each other eventually because they have to for money.
Let's just say that you do win though. Who you calling out after you win? Who's out there? Who you got beat with? Not actual beat, but like who would you be down to call out in a one-on-one boxing match?
I would like to make it fair. I wouldn't want to like if there's like a podcast with a bunch of little people and be like those motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Imagine. I was gonna say the M word for little people, but what's it called? I think I would have to go with. I would have to go with like somebody that's gonna carry an audience with them so that I can get some of their audience. You know what I mean?
Yeah, smart. That's smart.
Maybe. And it has to be feasible too, but probably fucking. Oh man, Jesus Christ! This is a hard question. But I just want to say like Bobby Lee probably, but I don't want to fight Bobby. I would want to meet him.
Honestly, so I think that's a pretty fair match.
Yeah, he'll fuck me up.
Fair. I think you and Miguel should get in the boxing ring. I think that's another fair one right there.
I mean, when you said Miguel, I thought you were talking about my homeboy Miguel. I was like, oh my god, no, I would never hit that guy.
You can hit this guy.
Yeah, you can hit this guy all you want.
Yeah.
Fuck him up.
You can try.
And he's always he's always calling people out too, because he has a pair of boxing gloves, so he's always calling people out to try to box him. So I think knock him out first, please.
I'm like 3-0 out here. What do you mean?
I've lost every fight that I've gotten into. Every fight.
You could be the first though. This could be your first against Miguel.
No,
you'll never know if you don't try.
I've never been in a real fight, man. I would lose 100%, bro. I can't take a hit. I can't.
Yeah. So what's your strategy then?
Me?
Yeah. If you
dude, if
you can't take a hit,
scum.
But you're 3-0.
I'm straight scum, bro. I just go for the cheap blows, without the ref looking and shit.
Nut shots. He just goes for the balls, dude. That's it.
Straight for the balls. You already know.
My move is to just ragdoll, dude. I've done it twice. I think I just ragdoll. Just fucking. Act like you already did the job. You know what I mean?
I mean, if you think about it this way, if you're getting paid a shit ton of money, you're already guaranteed the money. Even if you lose, I mean, that's a perfect strategy, in my opinion.
But where's the pride, though? You gotta, the competitive spirit, No, you gotta take at least like one round, just get in there and just get your ass beat or beat some ass real quick, and then.
Because I'm talking about real world implications. Like when I'm in the real world and I get in a fight, my new strategy as of like 7 years ago is to just ragdoll.
Oh shit! Yeah. Okay.
If it's for money, I'm gonna try to win. You know what I mean? If it's filmed, I'm not gonna just fucking get my head fucking cut off the pavement. You know what I mean?
I feel like before you ragdoll, you can try to go for the balls. At least attempt. Get the advantage.
Aren't you worried that if you ragdoll, they'll just still jump on you anyways while you're on the ground and shit?
Yeah, but so like I got in a fight once because my homie Cody's joke was stolen by somebody.
Yeah,
and this guy was fucking huge, dude. Like. He was twice my, or I want to say 2.5 times my size at the time. And I was like 170 pounds at the time. It was like, it fucking led up to this moment basically because he was calling me a bitch on Facebook or whatever. Or because I called him out on Facebook, whatever, right? Where I was like, stop saying I was with you, joke thief is what I said. And then he put a bunch of paragraphs about some shit. We were at an open mic in Pomona, shout out. I go outside. He was on stage. When I saw him walk in, I was like, fuck, I don't want to be here. You know what I mean? And then I did my time. Cody did his time. Miguel did his time. He's on stage and he downs like a drink. Like it was a whole cup, like a whole ass like fucking kitchen cup filled with alcohol or whatever mixed drink it was. And I saw him just go out the straw, just go the whole thing, dude. And I was like, whoa. And Cody and Miguel were already outside. So I was like, I'm going to just go outside and smoke a cigarette. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I go outside. And then I'm assuming after he gets off stage, he was bombing while he did that, right? He goes outside and he stole Cody's joke, right? And so Cody and Miguel are scrawny as fuck, right? He goes up to Cody and Miguel and I'm standing there on the side, probably drugless. So I'm a little agitated, He goes and he's looking at Cody and Miguel in the eyes like this. And I'm over here, right? To his left. He's looking at Cody and Miguel. He's like, y'all want to talk that shit on Facebook? I'm right here. You know what I mean? What you going to do? And then in my head, like, a split second, you can have a lot of thoughts. I was like, well, they didn't talk shit on Facebook. I did that. And he's not looking at me. And he doesn't think that I'll do something about it, right? Because I will do something about it. I will regret doing something about it because he's fucking huge, but fuck this fool, dude. You know, for whatever reason, that's what I was thinking in the moment. I step in front of Cody and Miguel because when he said that, he goes, "Y'all talking that shit on Facebook," and he gets a cigarette like this, and he goes, right, looking at him in the eyes and shit, like it was fucking weed and shit. And then I fucking slapped the cigarette like bop, and then I'm like, "What's up then?"
Sheesh.
Right, with my voice breaking and shit. I'm like, "What's up then?" You know. And then this fool proceeds to beat the shit out of me, dude. And then like I got knocked to the ground like from like tripping. Yeah. And so I was trying to get up and I was gonna fucking punch him, but then his homie Dietrich, fucking fat ass fool, dude, like came up with his arms like fucking, you know, like fist out like that. Yeah. And then that's when I ragdolled immediately. Boom, ragdoll. I just was like, oh well, there's two people gonna fight me now, dude. And then so when I ragdolled, to answer your question, Miguel, when I ragdolled, he grabbed my hair, he grabbed me by the hair, and he started to punch me in the head very hardly right here. I still have a scar.
Oh shit!
That's
like
crazy.
Hair doesn't grow right here, this little line.
Yeah.
And it's still a little bumpy, but yeah. So that's what happened to me, dude.
And you still ragdolling to this day, man? After that experience?
I feel like that was the last time I got in a fight. But he punched me like a good 3 or 4 times in the head, like, you know, fucking gladiator style, holding my head and just socking it. Bop, bop,
Yo, that's
bop.
Fucking crazy, man.
And I was awake the whole time. I was just like, you know, like, let's get it over with. Because I don't really feel pain like that. So I was bleeding from the fucking head all over I had an LA Galaxy shirt on. And then the cops, they wanted the cops to come. But I was like, nah, I don't want to have an ambulance or anything. Yeah. And then just went home.
Damn.
I used to fight a lot. I don't fight anymore, though. I fuck that. I'd rather never fight in my life again.
I've never been in a fight, and I'm going to keep it that way. Unless... I say that though, but if my homies are in trouble, you know, or if someone throws a fucking hand at my fiance, I'll fight in those situations. That's never come across, or it's never happened. But I feel like if it's something like that, maybe it'll trigger something. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean it's crazy because I used to go drinking all the time. I used to go drinking. I'm sober now for like almost 5 years now, but yeah, I still have this thing about me where when I go out with my homie Juan. Like he's my homie from college and we always went out drinking together. But when I go out with him now, he's like he's the same kind of drunk that I am, but I'm a way worse level of drunk like that where I get, you know, angry. He does that a little bit. He starts to hit that tipping point of getting to that area, but there's still this thing inside of me that's like, if he fucking starts anything, dog, I'm fucking right there with him. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's scary. Yeah. I mean, I like that it's like that, but it's still scary.
Yeah. It is scary because you don't know the other person. You don't know what they have. You have a knife on them. They have a gun on them. With fucking how shit is nowadays, you never know.
That fool has stood up for me so many times randomly. Like, no, not necessary, dude. It just like to start something. And so like I guess that's like my inner conscious being like, you owe this fool like at least 4 times, dude. You know,
you're like counting them down. All right, that's 1. Yeah. That's 2. All right, you're out, bro. You're good.
Yeah, because I was a fuckhead, dude. I was a fuckhead in college and a little bit after.
Yeah, I wanna keep picking your brain here. This is another little random question I got for you. We wanna get to know you a little bit better. You know, if you're willing to. I hope you are. Everybody has guilty pleasures, right? Everybody has that one thing that they love. Sometimes they don't want to admit it because it's a little embarrassing. But for me, for example, I love listening to K-pop. I used to hate it. I used to fucking hate on it for no reason too, just because my sisters liked it. I had this thing back then. I have 3 sisters, and whatever they liked, I hated. That was just my thing. And they would listen to a shit ton of K-pop. But now I've grown to love it, and I feel like it's one of my guilty pleasures. And you know, once in a while, I watch some novelas. Shout out Ruby, the best novela out there. Do you have any guilty pleasures that you're willing to admit on the podcast?
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm an open book, dog, but. For me, the guilty pleasure, it's boring though. It's a boring guilty pleasure. I masturbate. Just kidding. No, it's what's it called? My guilty pleasure is literally just reality TV, dude. Like, I don't know if you guys. Love is Blind. I watched, I think, the first season, but also it's not something I do like all the time. So it's a guilty pleasure because like if I do it, I know I'm going to tell everyone about it at the time. You know, I podcast and shit, so I'll bring it up and shit, whatever. So I try to like do it only in times of need, you know, when I need to feel good. There's one though that I got fucking stuck in, dude. And it's called The Circle. Have you guys heard about this?
It sounds familiar. Is that the one with Will Smith's wife, right? Or that's a different one?
No, I don't think that's that one. I wouldn't have to watch anything with that
It's
one.
a different website. Man. It's a different website.
Hey, yo.
It sounds familiar though. I don't know which one it is.
So The Circle is a fucking reality show where they put a bunch of people in a I guess apartment complex, and no one's allowed to see each other, and you can catfish if you want to, but you're trying to become the most popular person in The Circle, right? It's like a social media thing, right?
Yeah.
And so it's so fucking funny to me because they all talk the same, bro. They all say hashtag this, hashtag that. And I can't get enough, dog. I can't. My girlfriend's over it, dude. Like, she watched, I think, 2 episodes with me, and like I rewatched it, like so that she can catch up with me. I was like, this is the funniest thing. I will laugh like out loud at like 4 a.m. in my room, just like, oh my god, dude. It makes it better and better. I don't know why. Because if I were to watch it with the homies, they'd probably think I'm gay or something. You know what I mean? But they talk in hashtags and they message each other through the TV. So they're talking to their TV, messaging people that aren't even who they say they are, and then everyone's getting so affected by these things. And it's just like the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen.
What the hell?
It's so funny.
Damn, I'm about to check it out.
It sounds cringe but funny. I might have to watch that actually.
It's the cringy.
I have to check it out.
It's fucking cringy as shit.
That's what makes it so good, the cringe.
Yeah,
honestly.
And then I got into this other one called Rhythm and Flow. It's
I've heard that one. I just don't know what it is though.
Yeah, I watched it to like hate watch it. I was at my mom's house in Oceanside for like 3 days. Dude, I stayed up till like 5 a.m. to finish the whole thing.
Oh shit.
And then I wasn't even laughing. You know, like The Circle, I legit laughed the whole time. But for Rhythm and Flow, I was like, damn, I hope this fool, what's his name? I forget his name. I hope this fool Trevor wins the fucking show, dude. Jesus Christ. Like, I was getting engaged, and then like when one person got voted off, I actually like stood up and was like, oh, fuck that bitch, dude.
Hey, I was the same though. So my girl's into like Big Brother. She's always been a Big Brother fan, and like I think she even went to like one of the auditions once. So my girl broke her leg, last year? Both her feet last year, and so she was like at the couch, whatever. She watched all these shows and movies, and then like we just moved in a year ago too, and so like she's like, okay, we're gonna watch Big Brother, and I was like, oh fuck, dude. I'm like, whatever, okay, we'll watch it. And so we're watching it, and I'm like, okay, cool. It was first episode, whatever. It wasn't too bad. Second episode, okay. And then that was the point where I was like, fuck, dude, I gotta wait another fucking week. Like, I gotta find out who did this. And then the only thing that pissed me off, though, is like, the season I watched, and this is nothing to hate on what happened, but like, so background to Big Brother is like, they had never had like a black winner. Whatever, and so like 2 years ago or 3 years ago, this team made an alliance. They're called the Cookout, and so it was just black members, and like they literally made it to the end, all black members, and then they won fair and square or whatever. Yeah. And then the next year, again, like some white guy won again, I think, or something. And then the year that I watched it, like it was down to black girl and black guy, and so the whole like show decided like, oh well, since there's never been a black girl, let's unanimously vote her. And I was like, bitch, I'm like, she doesn't even deserve it. Like I was like, dude, I was so pissed because the guy put in all the effort and like played the game. The girl, like not that they felt sorry for her, but it was like, oh well, we're gonna make a message like and whatever. And I was like, bro, fuck this shit. I told my girl, I was like, I never want to watch the show ever again. Like I was so invested, and I was so invested in these people, and then at the end it's like, it's rigged. Fuck it.
Did you stick to it? You never watched it again?
Yeah, I haven't seen a single episode.
Damn, I respect that, dude. I respect that.
But I was so pissed.
You don't want to walk away.
Like, I spent a whole summer watching this shit.
Yeah.
And then gone like that. I was like, I'm done.
Yep. Another guilty pleasure, sorry. I think another guilty pleasure is things that make me cry. Yeah.
Okay. Examples. Give me some examples here.
So for instance, 2 nights ago, I watched Pinocchio on Disney Plus with Tom Hanks and what's his name? That guy with 3 names. Jordan Levitt, whatever.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah. And I fell asleep, but I knew what I was doing when I put it on. I was like, let's see if they get me, dog. And I saw the IMDb score. It was like 5 stars. I was like, oh, for sure. If it doesn't make me cry, then it's going to suck. And I love that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This other time, my girl never cries, dude, ever. Right. And so she sent me, I call her like around like noon every day when she's on her lunch break. And she goes, I watched this video and it made me cry. I was like, send me that shit right fucking now, dude. Because
it's just like a fetish, bro.
I was like, nothing makes you cry. Send me that shit right now. And then it was that dude on American Idol singing that James Blunt song. The
the big Hawaiian dude. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I watched it. And I didn't cry at all. I was just thinking in my head like all these just stupid ass jokes because like you try to like stop yourself from crying or whatever. Yeah. And I was just saying like he'd be with his dad soon or whatever, like the hacky shit, right?
Hey.
No mames.
But like I know like why I started to watch it. I was like, oh, for sure. I don't want to. There's no part of me right now that wants to fucking cry, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But let's see what happens. You know what I mean? Let's see what happens. And then same thing with like The Man Named Otto on Netflix with Tom Hanks. I guess just Tom Hanks, dude. What's it called?
Honestly,
so Tom Hanks is your guilty pleasure, not crying.
Yeah. But the Tom Hanks. Even if it's a shitty movie, dude, there's like one moment where I'm like, oh man, I feel for that character, dude. And then like you get that overwhelming sensation of like that was me, dude. That was me at one time, dude. Yeah. Nobody understands me, you know? And so even if it's the shittiest fucking movie, dude.
Oh, the Hot Cheeto movie.
Yeah, the Hot Cheeto movie, like
what?
You know, like Cats, you know what I mean? Like if you're watching a terrible movie where you're like, nobody gets it. That's me.
Yeah.
And then you start just like you let it out and you're like, all right, let's go, you know?
Have you ever seen a movie called Under the Same Moon?
No.
It's Bajo la misma luna.
Yeah.
Well, it's an English name for it. It's a Eugenio Derbez movie. And that movie, bro, that shit will make you, if you want to cry, that shit will make you cry. And then he has another movie too. I forgot the name of the other one about a little girl. Yeah, Instructions Not Included. Watch those two movies and you're going to be happy because you're going to be crying.
God damn, that'll make me cry hard, dude. Just reading the synopsis of it.
Yeah, dude. Just that movie, goddamn.
Bro, have you guys seen Voces Inocentes?
No, I bet I've heard of it.
Oh, shit. I only know about that movie because there was a Rego Lucaro song that had a music video playing to that movie. So that's how I know about that movie.
Bro, Voces Inocentes is a fucking great movie. Terrible stuff.
Yeah.
You know what else? You know what else coincides with that? Schindler's List.
Oh my god.
You really had it ready.
Damn Schindler's.
No, man.
Greatest movie ever. Horrible shit.
You know what movie I just saw, dude? Sorry, I know we're kind of tangenting out right now. The Photographer of Mount Hazen. Have you heard about this?
The Photographer of Mount Hazen.
Yeah, so the Photographer of Mount Hazen. But it's a movie made by Spain. Like Spanish people. But because you said Schindler's List, sorry, you just reminded me. That movie is amazing, dude. And I did cry for that movie. Fucking, arrest me, right? If that's a crime. It's sad as shit, dude. It's crazy. It's a movie about the Spanish that were in concentration camps during World War II. And it just came out on Netflix.
Ooh,
shit.
Okay.
I didn't even. I had no idea there were Spanish people in concentration camps. What the fuck?
I didn't either.
There's a lot of shit out there that we don't know, guys. The world, there's a lot of shit that the people are hiding. We're gonna get into conspiracies now. I'm just kidding.
Ooh,
just like we're no,
okay.
We're
talking about the submarine. Right, yeah, so we're trying to figure out how many hours do they have left of air? How many hours, man? Shit, last time I checked, there was 30.
Yeah,
countdown.
Yeah,
they haven't took tomorrow morning, bro. What do you mean?
That shit is crazy, bro.
Everybody's memeing the shit out of them, and they're over there fucking losing air, bro.
Bro, that remote, the controller,
dude. Okay, I feel like our generation, or maybe like these times, it's like the only way to cope with shit now is just memes.
To joke
and,
about
like,
it.
Laughter,
Yeah.
you know?
You meme it.
It's
up.
just like that's the only way you can like express your true emotions about shit, you know?
Yeah.
No matter what it is, dude. No matter what it is, it's just all right. Let's think a meme about it real quick, you know?
Yeah. Another quick little tangent because Moises brought up Schindler's List, and this is something he brings up with all our guests. He always brings up fucking Schindler's List. But there's something that I always bring up with all our guests as well. We've been shitting on Miguel a lot this podcast, but I think it's time to shit on Moises. And you guys,
okay. Go ahead.
You guys had an episode on this. I don't know if it was the exact same thing, but I know one of you guys isn't a real big fan of ketchup, right?
I love ketchup.
You love ketchup?
Oh yeah.
There was it Melvin or Joel? Someone wasn't a fan of ketchup, or they weren't like a fan of putting a ketchup on something.
It was called Diner Isimo. My whole thing is ketchup with breakfast burrito, Doug. I don't get ketchup for everything, but ketchup on a breakfast burrito is fucking bomb as shit, dude.
That makes sense though, because I say that I only put ketchup on shit that makes sense to me. A breakfast burrito, I guess that's kind of a pass. But then again, I don't know, because I don't like ketchup on my eggs, and I know a lot of people do that shit. And I can't do that, man. I can't do that. And I'll put ketchup on I wouldn't even use fucking ketchup to like dip my fries in. I won't even do that. I'll just put it on my hamburger. I'll put it on hot dogs, shit like that. But Moises over here, Alpha takes it a little too far. He puts ketchup in his quesadillas, and he puts ketchup on his pizza. Look, I think that's taking it a little too far.
Look,
man.
Every time you fucking say it, I need to clarify this shit. I don't put ketchup in my fucking quesadilla. All right.
Nah.
I put a squirt on the side, and then I dabble in some tapatio, mix it, and that's my dipping sauce. Get it right.
That's the same shit. It's still on your quesadilla.
No, it's not. It's no. You say in. You making it seem like I open my fucking quesadilla and go, and then fucking close it and then eat it like a sandwich.
Dog, even putting tapatio on your fucking quesadilla is not good with me.
What?
Yeah.
There you go. Speak your truth.
Okay,
Speak your
look,
truth, Gerardo.
This is also coming from a guy who eats chips out the bag and nothing else.
Yep.
All right. So you're asking him. Okay, look.
What do you mean?
What's wrong with
What do
that?
you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
What's wrong with
Look,
that?
I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm saying you're asking him. Okay, yes, he likes ketchup, but he's also a purist in the sense where, like, if a chip is made like a chip, okay, fucking Doritos. Someone made a Dorito taste like a Dorito, but that's it. It should be eaten like that.
Yeah.
Versus me, limon, tapatio. See, Gerardo's already pissed at me saying that.
Why you gotta add shit to everything, bro? Just eat it how it is. What the fuck,
Look,
dude?
I'm not saying you don't. I'm not saying I'm not going to eat it as is. I'm saying when I want some more pizzazz, boom.
No, because I know this
Nah.
isn't popular, so I'm fine with you fucking up your chips, but
I'm fine with you being a fucking idiot, but
you unavoidably have to admit that you are soggy, sir.
no, I know, soggy.
You're
I'm soggy,
as fuck.
but I don't put hot Cheetos in my sandwich.
Okay, see, that's good though. That's bomb.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say, what's wrong with that?
No,
I'll
fucking
do that
seventh,
shit.
fucking elementary school,
You have everything backwards, you dumb bitch.
bro. Okay, so back to my quesadilla again. It's like I said, it's not like I fucking everywhere. It's just dipping sauce. But are we talking about plain quesadillas too? Like,
Wait, hold on.
I'm on my shit.
Any
Hold on.
quesadillas.
Hold on. Let me explain though. When Moise says dipping, this fool fucking dips that shit. Like he gets a fucking scoop load, truckload in that bitch.
When
Okay.
I dip,
No
you
matter
dip,
what
we
he's dipping,
dip,
okay? No matter what he's dipping, it's excessive as fuck.
I'm gonna dip inside your girl, all right? And then look, for my pizza, again, it's a dip. But in Mexico, they fucking, when you order a pizza, they send you home with ketchup.
Dude, I just remember this fool would get a plate full of ranch for his pizza and just go fucking. Imagine what he does with ketchup. Imagine what he does with it. It would be less ketchup if he squirted it in the quesadilla, bro. It really would.
Okay, Mr. fucking pours a can of whipped cream and then has one slice of fucking French toast.
What's wrong with that? Whipped cream makes sense. It's fluffy, bro. It expands, bro.
All right, so I took some notes because I was letting you finish. Are you finished?
Yes, sir.
Not you, dog.
Anything else he can say is not
No.
going to help him. He just should shut up already.
I picked the fifth. Let's go.
Can I ask you a question, Moises?
Yeah.
If you can go back in time, knowing what you know now, would you do anything differently throughout your life ever? Like from fucking elementary school to middle school, high school, after that? Honestly, if you could.
Would I change something in my past? Is that what you're asking?
Yes.
Sure.
So why do you have a problem if you want to be a kid with kids putting fucking chips in their sandwiches? When you're over here, like I would go back in time and be, bro. I wish I could be a kid forever, dude. I love putting chips in sandwiches. Ruffles in a fucking turkey club, dude, is my shit, dog. Bologna with Ruffles. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, what the fuck? Ruffles?
Yes.
Ruffles?
What's wrong
Don't
with
knock
You're a
Ruffles?
plain and you're a plain ruffle guy too, huh?
Yes.
Disgusting.
Oh, not bad.
Okay. I could defend you so far. I'm a
I'm
Ruffle
telling
guy,
you,
but I
he's
don't know
a-
about playing.
He's a chip purist, so I mean that's it. He takes
I
the
didn't
hell
know
it
that this
is.
was a label, but also too, I want you to know that I'm cool with whatever people want to do. Like I do like to play the heel sometimes, but I'm cool with it. You're just soggy, dog. Like that's it. Like you're, and you can't, And typically when things are soggy, you can't keep it together. You know what I'm saying? Like, not to get psychological about it. You know what I mean? But like people that are soggy, in my opinion, try it not being soggy sometimes. And chips are made so fucking good, dude. Like it's crazy how good chips are. I'm scared of ever having a threesome. You know what I mean? Because then what's sex with one person after that? You know what I mean?
Soggy.
Doggy.
What?
Soggy.
Oh,
I said
soggy.
soggy.
I thought you
That's
said doggy.
definitely a soggy situation right there.
No, mames.
Hands
Hey.
down.
Do you like your cereal soggy or not?
Are you eating chips with cereal, dog?
I might be.
Like people use this analogy that like it matters. Like no, like because both things can be true, dog. Like cereal demands milk because people figured that out.
True. But some people like to eat their cereal with like minimal amount of milk.
But are you like
crunchy
Miguel who pours a plate and then waits 30 minutes for it to get all fucking soggy, and then he goes in and eats it?
No, because that's another amendment I made, is that if you're soggy after a certain point of that cereal being in that milk. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I give it like 10 minutes.
Why, dude? Oh my god,
dude, it's Miguel. Come on, what have you learned about Miguel this whole hour and 20 minutes that we've been here?
Don't feel like you have to answer that question yet.
Nothing visual. Your camera.
Oh no,
the camera, bro.
Pobrecito, man.
Yo, I want to continue the soggy conversation here because
yes.
I want your opinion on this one as well. My fiance, she thinks it's weird that I dip my bolillo and my bread and cookies, everything, dip everything. She thinks it's weird that I dip my shit in chocolate. And I want to know your opinion on that, because I know soggy can mean bad things, but it cannot always mean bad things.
Nah, see, like if you got birote and hot chocolate, dog, like what are we doing here, dude? Fucking dip that shit.
That's what. Okay, thank you, man. That's what I'm saying.
But no, what I'm talking
that's
about
the reassurance that not needed in his life.
Yeah, that's what I need. I need the assurance.
Is fucking a bag of chips, right? Somebody opening a bag of chips, right? I just unplugged you guys. Somebody opens a bag of chips. They fucking put hot sauce in it, and then you hear this shit. Because they're fucking shaking their bag of chips, dog. Get the fuck out of my house, dude. Why are you doing that in my fucking living room, dude? Yeah, that right there, dude.
No,
that shit is annoying, bro. You know how much shaking they do with the chips at the fucking factory? Enough, dude. Enough shit.
They literally tumble their way through.
Yeah. But no, so like the reason why is because my homie Miguel, that's how much I freak out on him. Like he's always over here. We watch basketball games together and whatnot, you know? And he'll just sit on the couch and he uses my tapatio food. Dog, he uses my tapatio, right? Listen, one bottle of tapatio, the big one, that shit lasts me a fucking decade, bro, if I don't have any interference. Because I'm just like a little bit of tapatio for my chicken. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This fool uses literally a quarter. I'm not joking, dude. It's a quarter of like this much of the fucking bottle, dude. And then he sits on my couch with the bag and he goes. He goes to the point, and then now he knows, like before he does it, like I think I've traumatized him so much by screaming. He knows now to go into another room or go outside in the hallway, you know, and shake it up. Or if he tells me beforehand, like, yo, I'm going to start shaking the bag.
Then I don't warn you.
Yeah. Bro, that sound can go to hell, dude.
But why even do it in the bag? Just get a plate and just drizzle it on top.
Nah, bro, he's an animal.
Yeah, see, that makes no sense to me. The bag shaking? Yeah, that's stupid.
Yes.
Wait, what do you mean it's stupid? Whoa.
Why?
Here comes Miguel. Here comes Miguel. All right.
Okay, Miguel.
You gotta evenly coat all the chips in the bag, bro. Just shake it up. What do you mean?
They already did the factory, bitch.
But if you're Wingstop, bro, you're not eating wings. You're not fucking tumbling that shit with chips, man.
All right, continue.
Show me the tests that show that's how you evenly coat the fucking chips, dude. Like, you know what's a lot quieter, bro? Is if you have the tapatio next to you, you pull a chip out, you fucking But you know why people don't want to do that shit? Because they got some blockage in their brain where they're like, I don't want to know how much hot sauce I'm putting on my chips. I had a threesome once and now I can't have sex with my girlfriend and it's just life is getting out of control. I can't just eat fucking Lay's. It's just like when you open a door, you know what I mean? When you open a door, you forget what it's like when that door is closed, you know? And I'm not willing to go that far. Yeah.
He's speaking facts. Like there are no lies were spoken in that sentence right there.
Sorry, I'm very passionate
for a lot of situations right there.
Yeah, dude.
All right. Last one from me. Tacos de lengua. What are your thoughts on tacos de lengua?
I don't think I can fluently speak on that because I don't think I've had it.
Damn, you've never had tacos de lengua? Are you a big texture guy?
Yeah.
Okay, then you might like it.
No, he might not like it if it's too squishy.
You care for it in the fact that like if certain texture is weird, then you won't try it.
So like carne asada, if I eat carne asada and there's some fat and squishiness to it, then part of me is like, bro, let's not have any fat in the carne asada. Because carne asada is bomb when it's just the meat. You know what I'm saying?
I'm the opposite.
No.
I'm the opposite.
So lengua is squishy.
But with lengua, right? No, but this is what I'm saying. So like the carne asada has some fat in it. You're like, bro, what about just the good carne asada? Like I ordered carne asada food. I didn't order fucking beef fat. You know what I mean? This happened to me like 4 nights ago at the. Oh no, I went to a different taco truck. That's why, because I shoot the podcast in a different space now, the Recon Tweety. So we went to this place called Monster Tacos, and bro, I was eating the burrito, and I'm like, damn, this carne asada is bomb. And then I'll take another bite. It's all fat, and I'm like, all right, so maybe not, you know. And then I take another bite, pulling fucking fat out of my mouth and putting it on the table. It's like, bro, can we do without that? You know what I mean? Like, who's trimming this shit, right?
I think you fucked up by going to somewhere called Monster Tacos, bro. I mean,
yeah.
When you think about it, I mean,
you order in English, yeah.
No. Can
I get cuatro tacos, the asada?
Yeah. Karis guacamole? Yeah. I did feel that way when I ordered, but then I remedied it by going to my 2 favorite spots the next couple nights. But so all that being said, fucking, have you had bone marrow?
No.
A little bit.
Bone marrow is the shit, dude. It's the best thing you'll ever have in your life.
Yeah.
So then maybe he might like lingua.
Suck that shit dry, homie. I mean, sorry.
Whoa. God,
Miguel's an animal, bro.
Why am I sweating? Yeah. Wait, let me turn on the AC real quick. No, but like bone marrow, when you see it getting cooked, you're like, what? I'm not about to. We're not going to eat that, right? This is just like it's dinner and a show, right? This is the show. And then when you eat it, you're like, bro, where has this been my whole life? You know?
Yeah.
And it's a weird thing where it kind of like it just like marinates your mouth in a sense. So it's not really meat. It's just like it just goes. You just like get attacked by bone marrow. And it's amazing, dude. And then so like it's like slimy. So you can put bone marrow on bread. You know what I mean? And then you eat the bread and you're like, it can get better. You know what I mean? So for lengua, I have to try it. Like, I don't think I've tried cabeza or lengua.
Ooh, you need to try cabeza.
They're pretty similar in texture.
You need to try tripa too.
Tried it, though.
The thing is, cabeza has more of that little fattiness in it, you know?
Yeah. But so is lengua like octopus?
Well, I've never tried bouncy? Octopus.
Yeah, bouncy.
I would say the tripas are, but no.
It depends. I think so. You can get lengua chopped up in like cubes type shit, and like that gives it more structure. And then there's other places where like just fucking beat the fucking meat, honestly, and it's just like mush.
Really? Yeah, but when you bite into it,
it just depends.
Yeah, it's not bouncy when you bite into it. I feel like it's very like soft.
It's very tender. It's
not like rubbery. It's not rubbery or anything. It doesn't feel like it bounces when you chew on it. It's just like you chew on it and then it just mushes.
But you also have to go to a good place though, because some people like if they don't know how to like clean it and like cook it, like it just won't.
Yeah.
Or in the topic, Gerardo, Messi or Ronaldo?
Doesn't matter.
I say Ronaldo.
All right, this episode's done, guys.
No, but listen, I'm not like I don't like Messi after the last World Cup.
Why?
This sounds like a hot take right now. Hold on.
He deserved that World Cup.
Please elaborate. Hold on.
He might have deserved the win, but it's just you deserve the win from working hard. You don't deserve the win because you're Messi. And I feel like everything was laid out for him to get the win.
That is definitely a tough take right there.
Did we watch the same World Cup or?
Yeah, I watched every game, dog. I woke up every morning, watched every game.
Same.
I get what you mean, though. I get what you mean. The way they kind of started off and then the path afterwards was a little suspicious. Yeah,
suspicious, bro. Lie. The penalties are penalties. What do you mean?
Nah, the new VAR system, I think might be to blame. But it's just like after Messi won, he's wearing like that black chic outfit. They're doing in the Middle East. Everything about it kind of gave me the wrong vibe. And then also the way Messi was talking shit about the Mexican team. The whole fucking rhetoric around the Mexican team for the last 4 years, all that shit turns me off. So, because growing up, I'm always the biggest Mexican national soccer team, like huge fan, dude. So my favorite soccer player is Chucky Lozano. Yeah, every time, dude.
Yeah, so how do you feel about the current state of the Mexican team?
We don't talk about it.
We don't talk about it.
Dog, I hate it. I hate everything about what they're trying to do to Mexico. There's nobody's in Mexico's corner, and not even themselves. You know what I mean? It's like heartbreaking.
You think we need who would you want as coach? That's a real question.
The first coach, the Club America coach,
Bill Herrera.
Yeah, the guy that's like
Miguel Herrera.
Yeah.
Yes. I
feel like he's good for Mexico because he gets along with all the players.
Yeah,
he's for the players.
Yeah.
He has
and
passion.
I think that's he has
Discipline.
passion. And the people don't like him. Like the media don't like him, and the federation don't like him because he speaks his mind.
I'd only take him or Tuca Ferretti because I know that fool will discipline the fuck out of anyone out there. So
I really like the Mexican team, and everyone was talking shit about them this year. They wouldn't, dude. They fucking did it to themselves. The whole staff was Argentinian. I'm not a conspiracy theorist as far as that goes, but the team was solid. But they chose to have the coaching staff not be Mexican, which is wild to me. Not having not Ariano. What's this guy's name? I think he's because Chucky is left wing, but the other wing player, well, there's like a young guy from Europe or that plays in Europe.
Juan Miguel Hernal.
We're not talking about the Barcelona player, the right back, Araujo, right? You're talking about the actual winger up top?
Yeah, no, he's talking about the left wing. But on the left wing, I know in the World Cup we played Alexis Vega.
But he was injured this time.
No, but Vega wasn't in the team this year.
No. He's just injured right now, yeah. He's injured right now. There was Hector Herrera, there was Chucky Lozano, there was
Alexis Vega played on the left wing.
Edson Alvarez. I'm trying to think of but in that position's I don't remember that position too well. But yeah, no, honestly, he's right though. We've done it to ourselves. Coca came and coached 7 games and got a $5 million payday. Yeah.
Wait, Jorge Sanchez is a defensive back, right?
He's a right back, yeah.
Yeah. Gerardo Artiega.
Oh, right? Artiega, yeah.
Yeah.
He's a left back, yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind. Then I forget who I'm thinking about. Anyway, sorry.
We'll see how the Copa Oro goes, but it's a tough.
Didn't they shut down that American versus Mexico game?
That shit got so fucking unnecessarily violent. I mean, the players did it to themselves. You're right. There was no discipline. They were just heated. You're doing it to yourself. You're shooting yourself in the foot. You get mad because you suck, and you're letting players go by. And then that in turn pisses off fans. And the fans are obviously like, okay, well, if you're going to do this to us, we're going to do it to you. And, they start yelling you guys know the quote unquote homophobic chants, which I don't necessarily agree with, but,
I don't either. No, trust me, bro.
It's always been a part of our culture just to yell that out. I don't see how we're offending anyone. We're not.
I went to I try to go to every single Mexican national team game in Los Angeles, and I've been doing that since I was a kid with my dad. We went to the one Mexico versus Peru right before the World Cup.
Yeah,
and it was me and my girl, and we had good tickets, but because I got the tickets they were kind of cheap, but they were good, and I was like, oh shit, let's do this, But we were sitting with all the Peruvians. That was super drunk, dog. And he kept going, concha de tu madre, concha de tu madre, concha de tu madre, the whole time. And he's hitting my girl with his elbow and shit. And I was getting pissed, bro. And all these dudes are taking their shirts off and shit. And I was like, bro, we're literally just 2 people in the middle of a fucking rally going on. Concha de tu madre the whole time. And then so we changed seats, got better seats, by just walking around and looking for one. And Mexico scored twice. And we were like, fucking
hell yeah,
bitch.
So would you recommend going to a game then?
Oh, I love it, dude.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
You just got to keep a cool head.
We're thinking of going to the one in Levi Stadium where they play a guitar for the World Cup. And it's I've thought about it. I'm like, the way they've been playing lately kind of sucks, but I've never been to one. So I'm just like, why not? Why not? Just go, I mean, they can't lose to guitar, can they?
That's why Chucky's my favorite player, dude. Seeing him live, dude, I'm like, bro, every time I get that floating feeling where I'm like, what the fuck, dog? Amazing, dude. Chucky Lozano. Especially if he's playing, dude, I'll always go.
Is he fast in real life?
Oh yeah.
As he is in team?
Yeah, dude. He's hilarious too. Vocal and physical as far as audience interaction goes.
Yeah. My favorite player was Chicharo, but he's gonna unfortunately forcefully retire now.
He's not playing this season?
Well, he tore his ACL this season, so a few weeks ago, yeah. So I think he might be done, dude. At 35 and ACL tear, I don't know. Who knows? Damn. Might be worth it, might not be worth it to come back.
Yeah, I mean Chicharo or Chicharito, right?
Yeah,
I had a love-hate relationship with him, but mostly love when he was on West Ham, and then hate when he was on the Mexican team.
That's a crazy take.
But also too, I'm a victim of my time too. So I know when I was younger, he was probably a lot better.
Yeah, that's true. You're right. Yeah, when you go back to those days. All right, completely different change of subject. My only question of the night, and it's probably completely random, but I'm asking for a friend.
Right.
What do you think? Right? What do you think is the maximum age difference? Going up or going down for dating someone?
Mm.
And does it depend on what age you currently are, too?
Pretty much, because I'm trying to get a lawsuit right now.
Wait, what the fuck?
Yo.
Chill.
You know what's funny is because my girlfriend, I believe, is 6 years older than me. For me, I always thought that you had like, and not even to be funny, but I always thought that you had to be with somebody that was your same age. So like, because my mom and dad are like a month apart. Like they're both, I think, 59. So like, or 69, whatever. I forget. That's gross. But I always thought that like I had to find a partner that's the same age as me. But I've always gone older for me. I think maybe I would say probably 7 years, but dudes that are going under 7 years, that's crazy to me. Because that means that I'll be dating a 25-year-old. That's insane.
Yeah. Would you go over 7 though? Would you date someone 7 years older than you, kind of thing?
Probably not, dude.
Damn. Okay.
There you go. There's your answer.
Damn, it's crazy.
Like,
all right, never mind.
I think I've no, I don't think, or I may have dated a girl that was older, 7 years older, or more than 7 years older than me. But no, I don't think I could do that long term.
Would you judge someone though for doing that? Not saying that you would do it yourself, but would judge someone that did it? And I'm talking about over. I think under is weird too.
Honestly, financially, I would judge them. Like, I think that's where the judgment comes from. Like, oh, you're so rich, so you can get somebody so young. You know, like,
yeah.
It's like, what's his name? Fucking
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Who the fuck? No, fucking. What is it? Al Pacino.
Al Pacino, yeah.
Yeah. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, like, honestly, Al Pacino could have put it in like a 35-year-old. You know what I mean? He was gonna put it somewhere, Doug. And something was gonna come out.
Right. Something was gonna come out town.
Yeah. I don't know, because honestly, it's like how do you say it? It's a gross thing, first of all. And that's like, I'm not saying like that's the broad, like there's a spectrum of ideas when it comes to this topic.
Yeah.
So like my stance on it is that it is gross. Like Jerry Seinfeld and the 17-year-old, that's gross to me, you know?
Yes.
Dane Cook and his fucking little girl too, that's fucking gross, you know? But it really is something you have to see it to believe it. I don't believe it when I don't see it. Like if they're in the same room as you, I'm sure that they're great company and they like, oh, Dane's doing that thing again, or you know, Jerry's doing that thing again. Like it's cute. Oh, they're perfect for each other, whatever. Yeah. But as a spectator, it's like that's dog. You're fucking old, dude.
No, I agree with that. I agree with that 100%. It's always I don't know, like how do people even like mentally do something like that? I don't know. It's just weird to me. Finding like being 50 and then dating like a 20-year-old, that's fucking insane.
It just happens, bro.
And also too, I don't feel bad for the 50-year-old. The 50-year-old knows, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, they know. They have those intentions for sure.
They know they'll be judged. They know it's frowned upon, but you know.
And hopefully that 20-year-old can flip it later in life and be like, can you guys believe it? I was dating a fucking person 30 years older than me, you know? Or but it's like, it's unfortunate that you make those decisions and they kind of stick with you. A 50-year-old knows and they're like, fuck it, dog. I don't give a shit.
I've already lived.
Yeah.
Bad for your answer.
Damn, guys. Well, it's been an amazing episode, guys. But before we end it, we want to end it off on a little yes or no quick fire kind of question kind of thing. The first thing that comes to your mind. Don't even think about it. And we want to know the answers here.
Go for it.
Whatever comes to mind. All right. Would you never get a haircut again or never shave again?
Never shave again.
Yeah, same. Never shave again.
Would you rather speak all languages or ability to speak to animals?
Speak to animals. Fuck yeah.
Same, bro. I want to speak to my cat.
Because you could tell animals what to do.
Hell yeah.
Would you rather get a paper cut every time you turn the page or bite your tongue every time you eat?
Oh.
Wow.
That's tough. I would do paper cut because I don't read anyway. So
yeah, dude. Hey, paper cut. Dude. Reading's for fucking dorks, dude.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know why you guys are taking so long on that one. That's an easy one.
That's the only answer.
Would you rather know when you're going to die or how you're going to die?
Fuck, I think how, because then maybe I could prevent it.
No, probably when, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
That's tough, man. That's tough.
Because you're like, fuck it, today's the day. And then it's like, I'll hit up all my homies and have all my homies around me and be like, who's going to do it, dog? And then
one of you guys does it. I know it is today.
Be like, the one who catches me gets my car.
All right. And then these are more food related, but like, would you rather chip in guac or chip in salsas?
Salsas.
Wait, so I have to make the salsa, but guac, if not.
Okay. Chicken al pastor, carnitas, or carne asada tacos.
Fuck. If it's a place I know and I like, then carnitas.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Sorry, I'm fucking trying to.
No, you're good.
Al pastor,
red or green enchiladas?
Red.
Good shit.
Thank God.
Good shit.
Thank God.
Green.
The fuck out
I
of here.
can't stand green anything, dude.
Damn. That's crazy.
Would you rather have an elote or a mangonada?
Mangoñada.
Menudo or pozole?
Pozole.
Thank God.
Corn or flour tortillas?
Corn or flour?
Corn or flour?
Flour.
Horchata or Jamaica?
Horchata or Jamaica. What's
That's
healthier?
neither.
Jamaica's healthier, right?
Yeah.
Fucking horchata, dude. Fuck it.
Hey.
And finally, dessert wise, flan, arroz con leche, or pan dulce?
Pan dulce.
Hold on. He shook his head instantly when he said flan.
Hey, what's wrong with flan?
Fuck flan, dog.
Yo,
Why though?
what?
Though?
I'm glad we're on your episode right now.
That's the craziest take of the night. Hold up, what?
Nah, I forget what my take was on flan, but like, if you can't jump in a pool of it, I don't want it, dog.
So you don't like
But I
Jello?
think you can. I think it's soft enough to jump in.
No, dude. I don't like flan, dude. I'll have flan, but
Do you believe that you can jump in a pool of Jello?
oh yeah.
That's the same thing.
Flan has a consistency though, dude. It's just
Huh?
Oh, there's Jello.
What kind of Jello are you eating out here?
What kind of flan you eating?
wait, but no, flan has more Jello. If there's at times can feel like there's nothing to it. Jello feels like it's water that's on the way to being frozen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not that it's like shaved ice. I'm saying like it's kind of like a water consistency. Flan, which by the way, fuck flan, but flan has this thing about it where it's got chocolate in it, it's got that white stuff in it, it's got fucking caramel on it, and it's just not the same as Jello after a certain point.
It's better than Jello.
No, dude, flan is fucking gross, dude. And you're soggy, dog. So
you're right.
flan
You're
is
right. Yeah, that sounds
worst, dog.
Wait, so why'd you say no to arroz con leche though?
It sounds gross. I don't think I've had it.
Oh,
you've never had
it? No. Bam. You gotta try it.
How about this? Tres leches.
No.
Oh, I love it. That's amazing.
Can't stand it.
It's amazing.
See, we're never gonna see eye to eye. So like I'll go out to dinner with you guys, but we're not having dessert. Dog.
Oh wait, so you don't like tres leches either?
Nah, food.
Soggy.
What? Yo, I'm shocked.
Soggy as fuck.
I'm shocked.
That's the definition.
I really don't
soggy. Like it's cake and then you added milk to it.
That's you're just trying to get on his good side now. Now that you're not on the end of sogginess here.
I just don't like those leches.
Nah,
that's crazy.
I stand by that.
Cap is crazy.
Yeah, dude. Soggy wasn't invented until tres leches was, dude.
We gotta fix you, Gerardo. We gotta fix you because no flan.
The green or red salsa thing. I can't stand green salsa, dude. And it's
not okay, guys. The more you're speaking right now, Gerardo, I'm sorry, guys. You gotta end it here.
All these things, though, like I can't enjoy it. Like green salsa has a terrible taste in my mouth. So like I'll try it because even your reaction right now is like people are like, "What the fuck? Green salsa is amazing." So
yeah,
a lot of homies of mine will be like, "My mom makes the best green salsa. You got to try my mom's green salsa." So I'll be like, "Listen, I'll try it, foo." But I feel disrespectful if I make my bitter face when I eat it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the tomatillos, for whatever Gerardo has inside of him, the tomatillos do not mix well in my mouth. So when I eat it, it's just like you may be tasting something completely different, but I'm tasting like vinegar in my mouth. It tastes like.
Oh.
And so I'm eating it and it's disgusting, bro. And then my girlfriend made green salsa and I was like, oh, this doesn't have that taste in it. But she was aware of my condition, So I don't know what she did to make it, and it was actually enjoyable. But I'm also trying not to get hit by my girlfriend, so I don't know what in my mind if I was like trying to make it good, But same thing with tres leches. Tres leches, I eat it, and I'm like, bro, how does anyone enjoy this? It's not like a preference.
It's just so moist, man. It's so flavorful. It's bomb, man.
It's disgusting.
Maybe you haven't had good tres leches.
I've had great tres leches, according to people.
Yeah.
But
same here.
Not it.
I've had like I went to an HBO what's it called? Special release, like for a comedian.
Uh-huh.
And they're like, bro, have you tried the tres leches, Doug? And I didn't give them the whole spiel where I'm like, tres leches is disgusting, and I'm thinking less of you, you know? But I was like, no, I'll go try it right now. And I tried it, and I was like, bro, no, this is not good. It was like, he was trying to make it like off the charts, like best thing he's ever tried. And I was like, nah, Doug, this is disgusting.
Facts. Scientifically proven.
You know what? I respect your opinions, you know, just because I'm a huge fan of your work, so that's why I respect your decision.
If it was anyone else.
If it was anybody else, I would have left instantly. But I think that's a good spot to end, guys. Like I mentioned, this has been an amazing episode. I want to thank Gerardo. Shout out Isimo Podcast for even taking the time out of their day. You know, they're busy guys. They don't just have the time to do something like this. So the fact that he
don't
came,
talk about the other two. The other two aren't here. It's just Gerardo.
Nah. Shout out Melvin and Joe, man. Shout out Melvin and Joe. Those guys are equally as funny. I love those guys too. You know, it's just kind of it's kind of a weird feeling. Like, I've been watching you guys' videos for so long, and the fact that I'm here talking to you now is just like a weird feeling.
Yeah.
Like, goddamn, bro, I've been watching those guys' videos for so long. I've been a fan for so long. I'm not trying to kiss ass. It's just me being honest, you know. So he's just
this is the man right here. Feeling, this is the man that makes it all possible, Doug.
Holy shit!
he's saying he loves Isimo. I love you guys too, man. You hear him?
Oh, thanks, dog.
Here, get him. We're ending the show.
What's up, dude? I love y'all, man.
Oh
Hey,
shit!
yo,
God,
Damn.
put them away.
What the fuck?
Put them away, man.
All that rotisserie, dude. Yeah, no, thank you, bro. No, I appreciate it, and I've been seeing you guys' show on the Instagram for a while, so I'm glad I came on and did it, dude.
That's awesome, man. I appreciate it.
And
And
you guys are in North California?
Cool.
yeah, Moises and Miguel are. I'm in the LA area.
North Central, yeah.
For sure. I have a show up there July 19th.
Jeez.
In San Jose.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. That's like an hour away from me.
Oh, damn, that's far.
There's Compas road trip right there.
That's far away.
I mean, I just, like.
Yeah, he's
I don't
joking
know.
around.
Bro,
joking around.
I drive 4 hours to visit these fools.
Okay, that's not true. That's definitely not true.
Trying?
You drive 4
Yeah,
hours
you
to
You drive
visit his
4 hours
parents.
to visit your family, and then we just happen to meet up. Okay, shut your ass.
I don't see nothing wrong with that.
But I don't know if you guys have a listener base out there, but I just want you guys to know, if you want to see me do stand-up, I'll be opening for Jesus Sepulveda July 19th.
So on a Wednesday?
Yeah, on a Wednesday. I know. I was like, what the fuck? It was a Wednesday, dude. Because my uncle was asking me today. He's like, what is that, a Friday or something? I'm like, probably, knowing it's a comedy show. It's probably a Friday. But then I looked, I was like, oh shit, it's a Wednesday.
Hey, I just wanted to say this. Now that I saw Joel flex, I think you're right about the not winning the boxing match.
Oh yeah, dude. No, for sure.
Yeah.
Joel would manhandle my ass, dude.
Yeah.
They asked me a question earlier if we were to get box, the three of us, me, you, and Melvin, who would win? I told them that Melvin has the confidence, but you have the fucking literal skill, dude.
Yeah, I see
and
that
then
now.
you guys would beat me up because I'm the hardest to work with. Joel just gave me the eye like this when I said that.
He's like, wait till you get off. Wait till you get off.
Yeah, wait till he's like this. I got something for your ass.
Oh shit.
Yeah, man. Once again, I appreciate you for joining us, for taking the time out of your day for being here, and we loved having you on, and hopefully we could do this again one day. Hopefully we can have you on again in the future,
dude. Like usually, Wednesdays through Fridays, I'm not doing anything else at night, so I like stream or whatever. But if you guys want me to come through, let me know, and I'll try to drag this fool or Melvin onto your show too.
Yeah, it sounds good, man. And if you need a second or third or fourth on Call of Duty, hit us up, man. We got your back too.
Oh, for sure, dude. Hit me up.
We can get on Discord and Twitch. We
I would only hit up Moises over you, honestly.
Yeah, no, I'll be there. What are you talking about?
And none sucks. I'm just
Moises looks like he says the N-word in chat lobbies, Doug.
Oh,
I did not.
How did you know? How did you know?
That's actually Miguel. Miguel. It's crazy.
Whoa.
Low key, I think that's Miguel too. Yeah,
that's the craziest. That's cap. Hold on. Whoa. Okay.
I guess we'll find out. I'm not
gonna stand for this shit. No, that's crazy.
But I've been on Twitch and I have not been banned yet, so we're good.
Same.
Oh, okay.
Same. I'm affiliate and I haven't gotten to take it.
And off Twitch. He's a different person on Twitch.
Yeah. But yeah, no, like Hernan said, or my Hernan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, sorry. I didn't mean to offend you. No, yeah, thank you for coming on. It's been real. And it just felt like another night with the boys, which is what the whole point of this episode, or the whole point of our podcast is just another night with the boys.
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah, dude. Pray
Is there
for
anything-
those people stuck in the submarine.
Yeah.
I
man,
honestly
they got-
pray that
they got like 2
one
hours
last
left.
nut off.
2.
You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, have you seen the reports that people are hearing banging from it? I'm pretty sure they're just
Oh, yeah.
getting it on.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Wait,
saying.
what?
I want them to
Get it
like,
on
dog. If
this
you were
whole-
stuck in a submarine and it's like you're for sure gonna die within 15 hours, I would start looking around. You know what I mean? I'll be like, you know, I never thought Gary had tits till now. You know, and then you know, and if nobody's down, like I'm not saying to non-consensually get it done, but sit on the joystick of that little controller. You know what I mean? Fucking figure things out.
So
My
we
boy-
have different.
my boy
we
is
have
nothing but
different
faction.
thinking then, huh? Completely different thinking. Huh? See, what I would
Yeah.
do is maybe kill someone off one by one, so we have more air, so we last longer. You know? No, no.
God, that's why your camera
Yo.
looks like a terrorist. You look like an Al-Qaeda, like, fucking terrorist.
Hey, yo. Look, man, I'm just saying, we can do some kind of fucking competition on the submarine. We can sneak us out. That's it. It's fair game. Fair game.
Dog, that is a great point. But that's why too, though, we don't know what it's like inside the submarine. They don't
You're
even
right.
know how. All of us are talking about the air they have. So like, if somebody's on the inside and is snitching on how much air is left in the fucking tanks, then for sure I see the Hunger Games happening, dude.
100%.
That's a great point.
Sorry, I just want to
Uh-huh.
say Miguel's camera looks like a live leak video. Those like blurry ones.
Yeah, it looks like he's in the submarine right now.
No,
Coming live from the submarine.
no munches.
No.
Oh man.
Yeah. Anything
No, man,
else?
that's,
Anything you want to plug,
Miguelitos?
Gerardo? Anything you want to shout out? Anything you want to let the people know?
When does this come out?
Sunday.
The
Okay,
Sunday.
so I have a
around
show on the
noon
23rd, but
specifically, yeah. Oh, you have a show on
Okay. Raccoon Tweeties is blowing up right now. We do Monday night, but Monday episodes, and then Tuesday 10 minutes of Shab. Look that up on Brendan Cooney's YouTube channel, and then I got Isimo, ISIMO.
Yes, sir.
I stream Twitch, Isimo World, and yeah, dude, fucking, I go live on Brendan Cooney's channel at least once a week. Next Wednesday, I'll be live on there, and there's thousands of people in the fucking chat. It's fucking dope.
Damn.
Oh,
Sick.
But yeah, that's
Damn.
about it, dude.
there you have
Round of
it.
applause,
day,
folks. Round of applause, folks, for compa official compa Gerardo. Yes,
Compa
sir.
Gerardo.
Compa Gerardo.
Compa Gera.
Moises, you want to end it? You want to outro us?
Remember,
Oh, yeah.
if you live in the NorCal area, Gerardo will be there July 19th. So check him out.
July 19th.
We'll
On
get more
a hump
details from
day.
him, and we'll let you guys know where it's going to be at, what time it's going to be at, so we can be there.
Yes, sir.
And then if you give us an extra $50, we'll get you a meet and greet.
Ha.
No, but yeah, thank you for everyone that listens to us. You know what to do. Subscribe, hit the like, and that little bell right there. Just hit it. That way you never miss one of our episodes. There you go.
Little soft touch.
Bro, it doesn't hit the same. We don't say it in Spanish, bro. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, you got to say it in Spanish, bro.
I'm gonna say in Spanish too.
Yeah, well, that's kind
Pégale
of
esa pinche campanita, güey.
Pégale esa pinche campanita till it fucking falls off, and then keep coming back, keep coming back. Suscríbete y dale un like a ese pinche video.
Yes, sir. That's it, folks. We'll catch y'all on the next one. Y'all have a great night, day, afternoon,
Yeah.
whatever you're watching us on. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, TI-84 calculator. We'll see you guys next time.
Oh,
Peace out, y'all. Isimo for
Laters.
life. Adios.
Later.